方様のもとへ馳せ参じました。Fuuma Tokiko、参ります。
What's happening, fellas? It's your boy Hardcorn, and today we've got a brand new look at someone very special. It's Fuuma Tokiko. Already she looks pretty cool. She's very quick for the most part. My goodness, she's like Sakura. I like it. I like her already. Now beforehand, I put her inside one of those, what are they called? The EXP training supporter to actually get some levels behind her, so this isn't such a travesty to level her. And of course, when you get the characters to level 30, they're able to get all their items unlocked and skills, alongside with the ability to put all the supporters on, so she isn't doing piss poor damage from the start. But she is so quick. Now the bar is filled up, let's see what the ultimate looks like. Oh, that's cute. You could probably green screen out that part and make it look different. It's not bad, she's really strong. Like, I barely had to really think about anything I was doing right there. You see, I got her level 30 and she's ready to rock. Now let's get into the meat of things. Her skills. So we've got them all. Of course, we got the aerial rave, classic one. Everyone has that. I like how she's like really got fast and snappy animation, so this feels good to use. So at least it looks good. We can try that out. We got Fuuma Martial Arts Stone Piercer. Kicks forward, charge attack, steps back. When you got green on, it makes her attacks, it makes everything on her faster, so that's good. It means her basic attacks get even faster. Activates Clairvoyance. That's something I've been wanting to look into, because when I looked at the preview video for her, obviously they're not going to talk about what Clairvoyance is. This is Clairvoyance, and it means it can activate some sort of defense down and instant homing missiles with it. We'll put this on and try it. Taimanin Art Squall. That's really cool though. It's just a rain of kunai right at her feet. But it activates Clairvoyance too. So her blue build is starting to look like it really wants to play itself. Now we'll go look into Clairvoyance. Obviously you can see that it's a dodge attack. Then it shoots the missiles at everybody. That's nice. So it lowers defense of those who get hit. Oh, everybody, okay. So that means I can do it's a lot probably like a Murasaki supporter, but her tentacle mine skill, and that everybody gets their defense so low, she can just pound them to death with it. And then the missiles, that's a ranged attack, so that's good on that one, but ranged attack doesn't happen on blue. But it does give a debuff, so you can put the Psycho supporter on there. Smashing Spree. Look at that. That's cool. We got a Deadly Rave on that. Alright, let's take these skills out for a spin and see how they do. So we're going to take her on a hard mission and see how she fares. So we got the aerial rave, hold attack, hold dodge and attack. Ooh, wow, that's actually a really big slash on it. Oh, nice. I love it. You can cancel out of that into something else. Oh, darn it, she got hit out of the move. That little kunai attack is probably really good to have regardless if you have blue skills or not. Her first attack is a nice horizontal lunge. That's really good for picking up everybody. Good lord, girl, slow down. I didn't do anything for that amount of time. Oh, cool, she can use Squall to get it as a recovery. And cancel my god, those guys with the instant attacks every time. And then they do the earthquake. Well, she's got armor during her Deadly Rave. God, it's not called Deadly Rave, and I know that. It's almost like Noah's, whatever her blue skill was called, Marauding Mandy. It's like that in the sense that it, automatically keeps working if until I hit like a cancel or something else. But that thing it's powerful. Alright. Obviously I end up taking a whole bunch of damage during that, but it's part of the learning. She keeps attacking automatically during that, which I like that a lot. And the thing is, it keeps homing in and it is so strong. My goodness, girl. Shaping up to be something nice. Yeah, I've never done this mission before. Is it very obvious? And I didn't use Soaring Swallow. God darn it. Smashing Spree? That's nice. That's really good. Stone Piercer? I try to use that as much as I can, but that obviously will be down to like 7 or 8 seconds as you level up. So you can use it to constantly get your movement speed up with it. Squall, that's really good regardless. But now I want to try out Clairvoyance. Get Blast. Looks like it sets up mines, so that's a bit messy to use. I don't like mine attacks. Magpie. This makes her go. This is her big sell of her character. She's like Asuka. No, not Asuka. Asuka. In that you turn on her Taimanin art, and now she turns into a ranged character, which means my green supporters will have no effect on her. You got Taimanin art Fan. That's a ranged attack, so you can use that to just shoot anything in front of her with a nice shotgun spread. That's probably really good for just totally bursting down large enemies. I'll try this and Magpie later so I can get the ranged supporters on her. But here's one of her finishers. She has a 3-second cooldown on this too. So that means it's not, may not always be available, but it's 3 seconds, so it's unless you're going for speed clears, it's not going to matter too much. She got a backstep and then throws kunai. And then of course her 81, this is the ranged version, this is the melee version. So then she'll do that, finish her combo, and go in there with a frickin' Cerberus windmill. I mean, that's fantastic, I love it. But girl, come on, all the way at 81 for something like this good. Like you can make it activate Clairvoyance, increase critical rate, movement speed, she's got it all. Blast, Clairvoyance, Soaring Swallow. A lot of long cooldown skills and a finisher. So we got the Aerial Rave, Extreme Dodge, Blast, finisher. Now, of course, she gets hit out of it. That's what I don't like about these attacks. Oh, damn it. As I remarked in the Noah review, it's really anybody who has these sort of finisher attacks on their characters, is that if you don't learn the timing of them, you're gonna miss the prompt for it. Ooh, he delivers a slow with all green. that's cool. It's really nice to get in there with something. Not only does it deliver defense down, not only does it deliver defense down, it's also a ranged attack. Because everything goes right for her, she can effectively throw that down in front of her and make 4 explosions go off right at the enemy's feet. So that's a really good source of burst damage, and it's an escape. I don't have the helm splitter, so she doesn't do that. Oh, damn it. Did it too early, and I messed it up. Got the Kool-Aid Man coming in. There he is. Took out that whole shed. Show him how it's done, Tokiko. There we go. Use that big old hitbox of yours and smack him in the head. That's actually pretty neat, though. Because when it's holding her in the air, obviously, but her model now moves when it's in the sky, so it can actually hit enemies away from her. Because obviously I wasn't touching that guy, but it ended up killing him, which is pretty good. Well, I don't know. That may have killed him, or the bomb killed him. Alright, so what have you learned? This is interesting to use. When she does that little spin right there, that means she can actually hit stuff further away from her. What do we have? Clairvoyance. That's really good. It lowers the defense of everybody. That's really, really good. Blast. That's really good because it lowers defense even more. You could probably end up one-shotting somebody if you had the right setup. Fan. Hummingbird is really cool. That's a really fun skill to use on that sort of thing. Because you can, when you learn the timing, and you finally get it right, you can actually use it a few times. You can use it more than the one time I did. Because she's got a very long string of attacks, and you may not even see it if you have to keep dodging all the time and canceling out of it. That's why you use it after a skill. I want to get this. I want to see this in action. Because that's through her forward. And like this one, through her back. Okay, let's see now how red's gonna turn out with her. Because now she's ranged. But I got it right. I actually have it on there. Yes. Yes, I do. God, she just pelts him with it. Can I do it? Nope. Fully ranged. I can't do a thing like with Asuka where she has both melee and at the same time. How did fan work? Fan is hold attack. Ooh, wow. Now I got attack decrease and I also got defense down. This girl's the full package. Except for the fact she can't heal. Look at that ninja butt run. So that's 2 3s in a row. Whoa. I gotta scratch my nose, but I can't. Ooh, now she has her own kill 'em all missiles. And they're not crap. I wish kill 'em all missiles did more damage. Because then it would be like this and it'd be really cool. That's a good fun skill to use. Her, what is it, Squall? Yep. It's so good. Because that is a perfect skill I wish everybody had. It's the ultimate item to use when you're surrounded. I mean, the damage it did was not that great, but I assume when I start getting my skill facility upgraded, whatever it's called, it turns out a lot better. Now let's talk some builds with her in various colors. Tokiko can be either ranged or melee. So you obviously want supporters like, Granny Province and Nino Weaver on your hands because of their damage dealt with ranged attacks. That applies to stuff like with her Clairvoyance when it shoots the kunai at everybody and the fan as well since it's ranged. Obviously though, I have Speak on there just for the main supporter. And also because since she's ranged as well, now critical damage on her ranged attacks just goes straight through the roof. She's gonna just rip their heads off with it. Now red skills, usually are wanting like knock down the enemy. This one increases the duration, knocks up, does a ton of damage and gives a debuff as well, and stuns. So when you're playing red, yeah, it's her very good keep away setup because the Stone Piercer, you can stun them. Well, you give them a sort of stun by knocking them over. They have to fall down and then get up eventually. That means you can take down a threat essentially, in the most literal sense possible because they're down on the floor. Her finisher you can stun a lot if you get your cooldowns at least down far enough to make it work. So that's good for stunning. And you can probably do something like use Fan and then go immediately into Hummingbird for a nice assault of stuff and just hit everybody with it. Get a big stun going. 12 seconds too, that means you can probably use this and the Hummingbird very, very often. That's probably going to be like, what, 3.8 seconds off at level 25 skill training. So that'll probably be like, I don't know, 9 something seconds. Doable. And of course, Blast, knocking the target up into the air. That means they're going to go up. They're going to go up in the air. That's time in the air, and they're going to fall down. That means, and they have to get up. It's a lot of time saved for her to get out of there and reposition to start firing at people again. And then making Clairvoyance's duration increase to 9 seconds is really, really great because she's got to deal it from ranged. Ranged deals slightly less damage. I think there's probably some sort of hidden damage penalty. I'm not sure. Don't take my word on that. But this is also ranged as well. Makes the kunai, do damage and actually be meaningful. So you can really do a lot of keep away with this. Probably almost a lot better than Asuka. That I'm fine with. That's what Blue wants to do. It wants to make sure she can stay away. You wouldn't really want to use Autumn Wind with her either on red because she has to get into melee range and she's most likely going to be ranged if you're going to do something like this. Alongside with red, this gives it a damage debuff, so you can use the Suzune supporter. So you can use the Suzune supporter and then she can do stuff like gives damage, increased damage dealt to enemies with debuffs by 40%. That's pretty good. That really helps out Tokiko because she can just keep spamming Fan and give everybody an attack damage debuff. Alongside that, a 49-second cooldown on a snare. That's also a debuff. so you can just really start tearing into them from a distance. It's fantastic. So this is just a test blue build right here. With blue, you can either go ranged or melee on this sort of thing. I just have a melee boosting supporter, the Sakura supporter we got, and the, what's this fellow's name? Kaito. Kaito because it can deal the snare every couple of seconds along with increasing the critical rate on snared enemies. It's very good in general. It makes everything very safe because the enemies don't get to move. And Tokiko has the ability to slow enemies on some, but not on everything. So having that is a very nice godsend. So let's look at all the blue skills. Activates Clairvoyance. Activates Clairvoyance. Makes an explosion. Big crits. Makes the kunai do more damage, and obviously you're having Clairvoyance active. Nothing. Decreases the speed of the target. That's good. You can actually use debuffs on that one. Nothing. Nothing. Reduce damage taken by 25% for 10 seconds. Sustain. Strong girl. Activates Clairvoyance for 4 seconds. So she wants to activate Clairvoyance as much as possible with all of her skills. So obviously this will activate Clairvoyance. This activates Clairvoyance. So I don't know. You could really want to try... I guess you want to have some sort of thing where you can make permanent Clairvoyance. Because frankly, that sounds like a pretty kick-ass idea. So we'll go try out some of these builds we got going on right here. We'll start off with blue. Obviously, since it's got all that... It's supposed to want permanent Clairvoyance. So we're going to try to get permanent Clairvoyance going. It won't happen though because I don't have enough skill cooldown made yet. But let's see where it goes. See how this works out. Alright, so it's Hummingbird, Clairvoyance, Squall, Stonepiercer. Actually, we can look at the icon list. We need to find out Clairvoyance. Damage taken reduced. Super armor activated. Oh my god, girl, you are good. You are, oh my god, that is so good. Just able to have super armor. So it's not the spammable item. It's take less damage, super armor. My god, she's gonna be like fast Murasaki now. Oh, Muchan. What have they done to you, my girl? Ooh, that's good. Did it break his AI? Yeah. It broke. He got stuck. Oh my god. It gives her increased defense and, most importantly, super armor. I am so happy about that. God, you're just full of surprises, aren't you, Tokiko? Oh crap. Oh, Squall was still on cooldown. Her first 4 hits keep her, her first couple of hits keep her moving, which is very, very good. It's better than Ingrid's, where it holds her still for 3 years. Oops. There you go, professional noob moment. I just stand in the laser and get hit. I'm a Final Fantasy XIV professional, for God's sakes. Alright, now what have we learned? Blue gets access to Clairvoyance, a very powerful buff for Tokiko. It's like, my goodness, that's amazing. So then what does that mean? Our supporter we're getting was Sakura. This right here, Shadow Fairy. During melee attacks, is a 25% chance to increase the duration of one buff for 2 seconds. So, it's doable. It's doable to get permanent Clairvoyance. I can't believe it. I am excited. Good job, Tokiko. Because not only does she have the buff on herself, she can also continue to get more debuffs, not debuffs, but more buffs in terms of defense on her with Hummingbird. She can just walk around and tank hits with her incredible speed. My goodness. Blue is shaping up to be something that's you can be a very aggressive player with it. Because not only does Blue have a bunch of defensive supporters, it has they give debuffs as well that hold people still. Starting to shape up to be something nice. Starting pretty good. But we got other colors to get to work with. Now let's go make green. See what green wants to do. So movement speed, make a window, slow them down, make you faster. So it's about getting critical and making the biggest hit possible on her. I was thinking it's gonna be pretty good. Let's find out let's set this up. So we can't leave out Clairvoyance. It's the most important skill for her. Because not only that, it gives more defense down with green. Hummingbird, we're going to keep. Movement speed increase, that's very, very good. So we'll take, in terms of green, we'll take Hummingbird, Clairvoyance, Smashing Spree, and Stone Piercer. I messed up and I realized I wanted to test out something else as well. And of course, we're going to throw it back to an old classic, Ichika and Kotone. But this time we also bring Tokiko herself to make the big crits happen. Obviously I take these two almost always on everybody because it just jacks up their damage so much and it makes everything comically easy. Except outside of the hardest content in the game. And even then I'll just take one of them. Damage boosting is so important, you'll never truly understand unless you get in the position of power like that. You don't ever want to let it go. If it works like Marauding Mandy, I'm going to be able to take her finisher and cancel out of that attack if I really want to. Of course, I have to get the timing right, but that can be learned. It can. Fantastic. Oh no, that was Stone Piercer. Perfect, it can. Oh geez, got knocked in the air. Oh, come on, girl. Oh god. That is such a good escape. That's Asuka's bomb escape, but now actually like on a cheaper level. God, these assholes hit so hard. She can activate it at any time during that, and that's fantastic. Low base damage. She's got low base damage. It's similar to Asuka. That is for sure. But they make up for in the massive amount of speed that they have. Because they're powered by Mountain Dew and all that good stuff. Now I don't want to use my ult. I know I have to use the ultimate somewhere. Unfortunately, I have to. Oh god, I was gonna die there. And of course, I'm taking on hard level missions with level 30 characters, so I don't expect that. Her animation is pushing him so far. My goodness. That's good though. That's really good. That's actually incredible. I like it, and I got hit less than 35 times. I find that hard to believe. Her leveling curve is starting to appear that she's got very low base damage, and she really relies on her skills and being quick and technical. It's like Noah in that aspect, but much, much better. Now, what did we learn in green? Well, Hummingbird and Smashing Spree, you can use it at any time to cancel out of it, and Smashing Spree is really, really good because it also has armor, unless, well, it's armored against most small things. If she takes a big hit, like, those big greater demons just do their uppercut slash and just knocked her into the sky even during the attack. This is not something to use against, very, very strong enemies unless you're very certain that you can get the entire thing off. Because I didn't hold anything or press anything after a certain point, and she'll keep attacking until you either cancel it out, she gets hit, or frankly, you just wait till the end. So if you use this against like a floor 49 tower enemy, she's gonna jump in there and get slashed to death because there's no mitigation. You need to bring it yourself with either like you hit them earlier with the target speed down, or you increase your movement speed better so you can get the animation done quicker. Because when you use movement speed stuff, it makes animations quicker in all aspects. This needs the attack speed by 20% more than you'll ever know. I didn't take Blast. Frankly, that would have probably been a good idea because she has to be so close when she uses her melee attacks, and decreasing the defense by 30% really would just jump up her DPS with green. Even if it's on such a long cooldown, it's really nice to have on either ranged or melee. This, I feel, they want you to replace Stone Piercer with it. Man, Stone Piercer, that's a good skill. This doesn't give her an escape, that lets her go in deep. But green, it's middling. This has the same problems that Marauding Mandy does. She now can move, but she's locked onto the attack, and it doesn't do a lot of damage. Unless you have 3 inside of there, and all the boosts inside that I have already too. But the thing is, it's obviously based off your weapon damage, so you really need to put something into like a 5/5 whatever or some strong SR. So you really need to get in there and make sure you get something good. Green, I'm not too enthused about, though I am facing hard enemies with a low, weak character. But that's to get in against all odds situations so you can test them under pressure. That's a pretty good litmus test of characters, is putting them in their hardest situations. So we'll go try a very hard situation with red builds. So where we're going to go is the arena training area. One of the best places in the game to acquire EXP. Obviously, Tokiko is very weak right now, so she needs a lot of help she can get. So I have good old Sharia with her 40% less damage from human enemies, more damage to people with debuffs, and of course Spica for invincibility. This is a red build, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't give exactly a debuffs sort of situation, much like blue will. Blue or green did that. But this does give a 10% damage reduction, so she can get the nice bonus out of that if I just keep throwing that everywhere. You always go to the hardest, you go to the 5th stage, or the hardest you can manage, and try it from there. And here I am getting overzealous, so we may actually get to see her lost scene. That is something to get used to. Her ranged version. She has really fast dashes. That's good. That's really, really nice. Ooh, get out of here with that, girl. Come on. Yeah, I have range 2 Yukikaze. Look, I can be crappy like you. There you go, that wasn't so bad. Most other characters, that's actually quite difficult because Yukikaze can give her nice, disgustingly high slow, and Sakura then just comes in and whoops your butt. You can whoop her bottom now. 15,000 EXP. Great stuff. And that was the red too. It's like I'm hitting it too late because I'm not used to that. So now we're going to go look at some of her weapons you can get for her. Narakuzan, that's a really good item for her, because every time she attacks someone and they get hit, she's going to get a damage increase, you know, obviously, for a certain amount of time, and then it stacks as well. This, I think, goes up to like 15 or 20% at max level, so she can effectively have something like 20% or 50% attack up for the entire... It's something up. It's something really nice and high that she can use, and that's awesome. Because then she can jump in there and make an enemy groggy. And it's an area attack too, so it's a purely offensive item. And it's really, really good for her, because it's like Asagi's Naraku. I wonder why it's also called Narakuzan. Except it doesn't go away when she gets hit. This is really good. This is something to look forward to. Now, Todomeki is her rebellious weapon, that's what they're called. And obviously each crit deals more damage to the target. And with how fast she attacks, she can deal a lot of crits and a lot of hits and just tear through enemy defenses like it's a knife through butter. That's a really good item to have if you have obviously Suzune or Micah with their increased damage to debuffed enemies. That's really, really good. And then it increases their critical hit rate. So you can probably take it to something like what is it? The Tokiko supporter, or oh no, I forgot what her name is. It's that supporter it's the chains lady. You know her. Everybody knows her. And then her SRs are actually really something. There's something really nice about them, because normal attack damage increases damage dealt to target by 20% for 10 seconds. And obviously you're going to pick up a lot of SRs as time goes on. So this is something you can do 40%. I think it's something even more like that. It's probably like 80% at the very end. Damage dealt to target for 10 seconds. That is very strong. Sadly, it doesn't get the stats, but you can do a fun thing called enhancement, and you can actually make some of these weapons really good. And you're going to use normal attack a lot due to unfortunately to some of her skills being with high cooldowns. Then you got throwing Vajra, increases skill damage. Make a skill damage build. This is something you use when you want to try something out, have fun, and she gets her skill cooldowns way lower, way down, so you can start spamming fan and just blowing up people with it. Fan, kunai, anything like that. It's awesome. And of course, these are her R weapons. Unfortunately, I have to use one of them because I didn't get anything. But they're pretty, more ultimate damage and increased particle charge. That's pretty nice though. If you use a lot of weapon skills, well, I don't know. It's tough to find a use for our weapons besides being second skill slot fodder. But other than that, Naraku, that's good stuff. That's really what I wish Asagi's was like, because man, now that Tokiko can do ranged attacks, she can keep these stacks going for a long time. Like, good lord, this is good. Along with this is a rebellious weapon that actually works really well on her. But now let's get to the part where everybody likes to look at the costumes. Obviously, we have the classic butler of Fuuma. Oh, here's a little nitpick. This used to be centered right here. They have it left aligned now. I don't know why. This also changed as well. The total costume bonus page is now not one big rectangle. They truncated it from the area right here between this word and the number. So smaller, all one row. Now you just, obviously it's her classic outfit with her big old butt. Comes in red, Asagi purple, green. Ooh, look at that, Green Ranger. Socialite, her chin. I'm not gonna pronounce that word because I don't know how to do it. But it's really nice. It's a classy costume. It looks really nice. Red, blue. Ooh, red and blue. And that's nice. And of course, new teacher Tokiko. It's her butler outfit that she always wears in almost all of her art. Nice hair done. Hair up, hair down. Oh, she's looking good in anything. Get it in red, blue. Not a lot of colors. Personal trainer. Personally looking great. Gym ready for sure. Look at that. Oh, okay. She's got her, cool blue Adidas. Got a Nike setup. She got a Reeboks. Fashionable, fashion forward, so strong. And the bathrobe, everyone's favorite. Of course, hair up, hair down. You can take the bow off. Yellow. Ooh, that's a magenta. Not magenta, it's like a mauve color. Dark red. Wow, not a lot of colors for Tokiko. Dang. She also has a Desire Shop costume. Evil Eye Witch. Look at that, she's spooky. Scary even. I wish I could find out what color it has. That's something to look forward to. Looks good on her. And as we travel into the crafting facility, we look at her friend costume. Who could this be? Oh my god. What an outfit. It's almost like that's a certain little supporter we've seen before. I don't actually remember what her name is, but it's the other Fuuma supporter. Get the nice rival outfit going on, so it's yeah, it really shows off her freaking enormous buttocks. Like, my goodness, Tokiko, where do you pack that thing in there? How do you fit that in a whole dress? Saika, that's her name. Yeah, I'm a good player. I know what the names of all these characters are and know where they come from. But let's wrap this up. Now, Tokiko, really good. Really, really good. Super solid character. I actually like playing her a lot. She's like Asuka, but yeah, I just can't get away from the fact that she's just like Asuka, but just a little bit different. They accomplish different tasks, and they really want to be they're just really good in general. You'll see a lot about her in probably the coming weeks, and probably as time goes on, because this is a sort of character everybody can get behind. She's strong early, and she can be strong later on. She can be even stronger later on. I'd love to hear about you guys from this sort of thing. It's a brand new character. And with that, I'll leave you guys to do. And like always, I'll go see you next time.